Hey guys, it's Elena.
And it's Candace.
And you're listening to Cousins on Crime. Hi.
Cousins on Crime.
That's right.
Happy birthday to ya.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm a singer, a songwriter. And, when I have this microphone in front of me, it just comes out.
It just does something to you.
Yeah. Elena's birthday.
Yeah.
At the time this is dropping would have been yesterday.
Yes.
So Elena's birthday was yesterday. And she's 25.
Yes.
I don't think we're at the age where we have to lie about our age.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell
42?
you. I'm 42 and I'm proud of it.
42. Hootie hoo.
I'm feeling 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am feeling 42.
I'm feeling 82.
Actually, this morning, I had an ice pack on my back because, aches and pains.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with a hot flash with an ice pack on my back. Lord.
And you're like,
Lord help me.
I am a sitcom right now.
Yeah.
Like I am.
This is 42.
This is 42. And now we're sitting with a glass of wine. That's the thing is we can adult like that and go through all that stuff. And then we can also say, okay, well, I'm going to have a glass of wine.
That's right.
And I'm going to have Panda Express and ice cream.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm not saying that I've done something like that before, but I'm just saying like if I were an adult.
If I wanted to.
And I wanted to do whatever I wanted, that's the type of thing I might do.
Yeah. Well, you go, girl.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I was telling Lena before we started recording that my intention was to decorate our studio with bunting and streamers. And I did not do it because, time.
Yeah. And life.
And life. And
it's okay. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
And I can imagine.
But
I can imagine what it would look like.
Can't you imagine what it would look like with purple streamers everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
That's her favorite color. Anyway, yeah. So happy birthday to Lena.
Thank you.
Slide into her DMs and tell her happy birthday. We're so glad you were born.
Aw, thank you.
I'm really glad you were born.
You make me feel special.
I'm going to post a baby picture of you on our Instagram.
Well, as long as it was better than the last picture you posted of me.
What was the last picture?
Oh, when we posted about our stickers.
Yeah.
We were doing, at the garage sale that we were doing.
You guys don't follow us on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we posted a kind of a giveaway on our Instagram, on our stories. So
did you miss it?
That sucks. Maybe we'll do another one on our Instagram. So go give us a follow.
Yeah.
And be looking out for the next giveaway.
That's right. Don't miss it.
We are trying to buy your love.
Let us know if it works.
Yeah, let us know if it works.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you got for us today, Lena?
So today we're going into the 2010s.
Oh, what a year.
Yeah. Actually right into 2010. So yeah, it was 2010 and a beautiful brunette 24-year-old Phoebe Handsjuk had a big personality.
Oh.
Now, Phoebe's case has been reported on quite a bit. I didn't realize that until I actually finished my writing of it. But then I realized there was a lot of episodes on her. So I'm sorry if you've heard it and it's been overplayed, but I think we can talk about her. She was special and I've
never heard of it, so I want to hear about it.
Okay. Well, and you may have because actually Morbid and Crime Junkie has done it. Phoebe Handsjuk. And once we get into it, you might recognize it. But it's a very interesting case to me. So she had a big personality. She was vibrant and cheeky.
Cheeky. I do love a cheeky gal.
One of those that lit up the room. She loved her family and friends, and they loved her just the same. Her mom, Natalie, told 60 Minutes Australia that Phoebe had a dynamic life. She drove it like she stole it.
I love that.
At full speed.
That's what I'm going to start referring to as Daisy. When I talk about Daisy,
yeah,
that's the perfect way to describe her. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So Phoebe's grandmother had recently died, and Phoebe spoke at her funeral. She numbed her pain with alcohol. She had ups and downs in life, and actually she started experimenting with drugs and alcohol around age 15.
Wow. That's young.
Yeah. And she was prescribed antidepressants at a young age. She had no trouble finding a boyfriend. I mean, she was beautiful and with a big personality. She went from one troubled relationship to the next. When she was 23, Phoebe worked reception at the Lindley Godfrey hair salon in South Yarra.
Oh.
Yeah. She's from Australia. If you didn't.
I gathered that.
Yeah. This was the time that she met Anthony, who was one of her clients. He was an events promoter. His father was Supreme Court Judge George Hampel.
Excuse me.
And his stepmother was the county court judge, Felicity Hampel. Hampel. So over the next 14 months of their relationship, Phoebe began to drink heavily and told her psychiatrist that Anthony was verbally abusive to her. In the last 6 weeks of their relationship, Phoebe tried to end the relationship 4 times, but he seemed to lure her back in.
That's like the most dangerous time.
Yeah. She clearly was not happy. You can find pictures of Phoebe and Anthony dressed to the nines, going to events with big smiles, but the relationship was not as put together as it seemed. December 2nd of 2010 is the last time Phoebe was seen alive. Anthony had left the apartment at 9 a.m. He left Phoebe asleep in bed. And at 11:43, the fire alarm in the building started blaring. Phoebe was seen on the cameras exiting the apartment building.
Didn't expect you to say that.
She was seen exiting with her dog on the leash to evacuate, just like everyone else there.
Been there. Yeah. That's a rude awakening.
Yeah, I bet. So this was a false alarm though. So they weren't outside very long. Phoebe was seen going back into her apartment 7 minutes later.
Okay.
Anthony came home at 6:09 p.m. He walked into the apartment and saw Phoebe's purse and keys, but Phoebe wasn't in there. Now, this apartment, you had a key fob or some kind of scan device that you had to scan to get into the apartment building. Okay. So if her keys were there,
how's she gonna get in and out?
Surely she was in the apartment building somewhere.
Right.
Phoebe and Anthony had set plans to go to dinner with Phoebe's dad. So it was strange that she wasn't there ready and waiting for Anthony to get home and leave. Or at least getting ready.
Right.
And actually, it did look as if she were in the process of getting ready because her hair straightener was plugged in and on.
Oh.
Looking around, Anthony saw 2 glasses sitting out in the kitchen and broken glass in the floor of the kitchen. At 6:51 p.m., Phoebe's dad, Lynn, called her to discuss the dinner plans they had. Like maybe he's asking where she was or have you left yet?
He's calling her phone?
He's calling Phoebe.
Okay.
Yeah, to discuss the dinner plans. But Phoebe did not answer. Anthony called Lynn right back from his phone.
So her phone, you said her phone was there?
Well, it just said her purse and keys.
Okay. So, okay. But maybe he saw. So we're just
that is a question, because there was a comment that I heard in a report that he didn't have her phone. But it was interesting that Phoebe's dad had called, and then immediately Antony's calling her dad.
That is interesting.
And it was really odd to Lynn, because Antony had never in the history of their relationship called Phoebe's dad.
Okay. That is interesting.
Yes. Antony had told Lynn that Phoebe wasn't even home. He got there and she wasn't there. Maybe he's thinking, surely she'll be coming back because her purse and keys are here. And Lynn told Antony, like, that something doesn't seem right here. I think you need to report her missing.
Oh.
He's like, we had plans. She wouldn't have just left her dad hanging. He had a gut feeling that something wasn't right. And so when he got off the phone with Antony, Lynn started calling the family to let them know that he was really concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going through Antony's head, but he did not seem as concerned as everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he thought he would give Phoebe another hour or two to make her appearance. But in his waiting at 8:03 p.m., Antony ordered food. He's like, you know what?
I'm sorry, what? He's like, you know what? We're clearly not going to dinner.
Hungry. Yeah, we're not going out. I'm hungry. So
I have this DoorDash coupon that expires.
So he orders the food. And when the delivery guy gives him the food, he tells Antony, hey, there's a lot of police out front at the front of the building. And Antony, he's like, huh? So he sees the opportunity. He's like, hey, you know what? My girlfriend isn't here. I don't know where she is. I've been home for a couple hours. I can't get in contact. Her purse, keys, blah, blah, blah. I better report her missing.
Uh-huh.
So he walked down to talk to the police. And this is when he learned that at 7:09 p.m., the apartment concierge found a deceased woman in the utility room.
Oh my gosh.
The concierge had walked into the utility room looking for a broom. This is the same room where the garbage lands from the bottom, or at the bottom of the garbage chute.
Oh.
So each apartment has a little garbage door.
Okay.
You just put it
Lord
through
Jesus.
the door and it goes down the chute, and this is the room where it lands.
God, gruesome.
So the concierge, she had to force the door open because there was something blocking it. When she opens it, she's like, oh. And so she puts her shoulder into it and she peeps inside, and laying in the floor was Phoebe's lifeless body.
Oh my God. Does she know her, or she just okay?
Or it wasn't reported that she knew her, but she was, when she saw, I don't know if she saw the face or the legs or what exactly she saw first, but at first she was like, oh God, please let this be a mannequin.
Yeah.
But she saw blood all over the floor.
Oh my God.
So just a couple hours after speaking to Lynn, Antony was calling him back to tell him that Phoebe had been found and she was dead.
Oh gosh. Did he at least have time to eat his food before all this? Like,
oh, I'm sure he made time for that.
Oh.
Police did an investigation, if you really want to call it that.
Oh man.
They would find small spots of blood on the computer desk, on the mouse and the mouse pad. They saw the broken glass on the floor, but they were quick to conclude with the determination that Phoebe ended her own life.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. They said...
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
She
plunged herself down the garbage chute 11 stories down.
This is Ellen Greenberg all over again.
I thought that several times reading this.
I thought of Ellen Greenberg when you said that she had a key fob and like she wouldn't have been able to get in and out without it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I've thought of that. And now here we are.
I didn't even think about that part, but several aspects here. So they come up with the assumption that Phoebe opened the door to the chute and climbed in to this tiny hole, feet first, and that she was alive when she hit the floor. You see, with the trauma to her feet, this was the most sensible assumption. Her right foot was severed, likely by the compactor as she came through.
Oh my God.
And they say that it was likely that she lay there bleeding out for about 5 to 10 minutes until she died.
Okay, I can agree that she was alive when she went down the chute. I can agree with that.
Yeah. It's I would say that's obvious.
Women are not prone to unaliving themselves in gruesome ways.
Right.
It's not common.
Yeah. And
it is not common.
That's why would anybody put themselves
The thing is as well, because I've studied suicides.
Okay.
It's very interesting to me. Usually the people who will take their own life, they will choose a method that is going to work.
Okay, right.
Okay. If I was going to kill myself, I wouldn't say, okay, I'm going to go down this chute. What if there's a soft pillowy thing at the end that catches me? What if it doesn't work? What if I'm just super injured? What if I get caught in here and I'm stuck in here? That's not the type of thing that you would say is that's going to work. That's going to take me out right away.
Yeah. Well, and there's a whole nother aspect to her thought process here. So I'll get into it here in just a second.
All right. Jumping ahead, but okay.
Yes. We'll get there.
I'm all diagnosing over here.
No, it's a very good point. But when we hear other aspects, let me just say this case is very confusing.
Okay.
It's because it's mind-boggling.
Yes.
You have to...
I'm already boggled.
You're trying to determine why, who, when. Okay. So Phoebe's pants, going back to the scene, Phoebe's pants were pulled halfway down around her thighs.
Okay.
When she was found. So 2 scenarios here. Either she tried to take her pants off when she was crawling around the room, because it looked as if, so there was blood all over the floor. It was obvious that she was moving.
Yeah.
Or her pants were already halfway down when she went into the chute.
Okay. Go ahead.
The halfway down already when she got into the chute makes absolutely no sense to me. Why you would go feet first down a chute with your pants halfway down.
That does not compute.
If you're going feet first down the chute, your pants would likely be pulled up, not pulled down as well. So that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Her blood alcohol level, here's the other aspect, was 0.16, 3 times the legal driving limit, as well as having sleeping medication in her system.
Okay.
The sleeping medication that she was taking was Zolpidem, also known as Stilnox. It was known for putting you in a delusional state. Much like Ambien. I don't know if you've heard stories of people using Ambien where
I've tried Ambien and I couldn't, I was like, I do not want to be on that.
I've known someone who got up and made donuts in the middle of the night and had no recollection of it.
Yes.
So you do things when you're taking this medicine and
mixing it with alcohol.
Yes, exactly.
Could also have adverse effects.
Her time of death was never determined because, against the paramedics' advice to check her signs for life.
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
So the paramedic is telling investigators or whoever, police, detectives, we need to check for signs of life. And they're like, no, she's already gone. They already determined that she was dead. And so my thought process is there's no reporting on how cold or how warm her body was. I mean, these are things that help determine.
Information?
No. And these are things that you help determine how long they had been deceased. So We don't know. Time of death.
Even if it was a suicide, first of all, you don't know it's a suicide until you investigate it as a homicide. Okay, and you've come to the conclusion that it cannot be a homicide. That's number one. Aussies. I'm sorry. I've got friends in Australia. Sorry, Celeste and Rebecca. But even if it was a suicide, you still should investigate to a point and say this is when, you know, because they should put the timeline together.
Exactly. That's why I say
I'm getting worked up now, and I'm losing my train of thought because I'm really angry now because that they didn't even take her temperature.
No,
they didn't check for a pulse.
No, because they said no. She's
and the fact that there was clear movement in there.
Yeah.
And she was found right by the door, so she was probably trying to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, I am fired up now.
Isn't that so frustrating? I mean, yeah, that's why I say if you even want to call it an investigation.
I do not want to call it that.
No. So police did not collect or review CCTV footage until months later.
What good is that going to do?
Yeah, because by that time, the recordings could have been erased or recorded over.
Right. I'm surprised they even tried to get it months later.
Right. Well, there were appeals made and all this.
I'm sure.
It was like they had to.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try.
Yeah, so maybe they could have seen suspicious activity around the building. Like what time was the last person in the utility room before the concierge found her? Like
that would have been my first question.
Right. Are there even cameras around the utility room, and what hallways? And, you know, it could have told a whole story.
I mean, if she was seen leaving the building at the fire alarm, it stands to reason that they have other cameras.
Absolutely.
On property.
You would think so. Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío.
They did not bother to confiscate her phone or computer at the time.
The ones with blood on it?
The ones with blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
The computer and the mouse with blood on it?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
So seeing the blood on the computer desk and mouse would have made me question who was sitting here and what were they looking at or searching for?
Was it her blood? Did they even test that?
No. Candace, they did not.
I'm going to karate chop my desk right now.
They did not test that blood. However, they did find blood on a door, and that blood they did test, and it did belong to Phoebe. So we can assume that the blood on the computer desk was hers as well. The broken glass on the floor was never proved to be from a drinking glass. It was just glass.
Oh, this is Karen Reed all over again.
Right? So where did that come from? There wasn't blood around that glass. There wasn't any liquid on the floor around it. Okay, maybe if it was a glass, it could have been empty. But there was some kind of substance on the wall near it.
Okay.
But that substance was never tested.
Stop. Are you lying?
I'm not. I wish I was.
Are you joking, as my twins would say?
It's not April 1st yet, so.
I feel like you're joking about all this.
I wish I was. I really do. So eventually, months later, someone looked at Phoebe's email account. And when that finally happened, they saw her emails had been deleted. All of them. That's not normal. All her emails were deleted. Nothing to see here. Goodbye.
That's weird.
And the best time frame that they could come up with the help of CCTV from the fire alarm at 11:43 and the time that she was found, we know that she died somewhere between 12 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big window.
Did they do any testing on the blood consistency? Was it dried? Was it congealed?
That was not reported on. I can't answer that for you. I apologize.
Yeah. Go on.
The coroner made his decision. It fit the police's narrative. He ruled an accident. Tragic death. Case closed.
An accident now?
Accident. Yeah, it's an accident. It's just a tragic death.
Okay.
After all, her family did receive a text the day before her death on December 1st at 10:33. Phoebe sent a text to her mom, her dad, her boyfriend, her brothers, her grandmother, and some friends. It said, "Hi family, I'm in bed about to sleep, and when I wake, I will transform into the most incredible human being." Not, "I'll be going to the hospital. It's safer there, and I hear the special tonight is tomato soup. Delicious, nutritious. I love you all very much, but not enough to send an individual text. Sorry, but time is sleep, and I must be on my way. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. XO."
That's unhinged.
Right.
That is the talk of someone on something.
Yeah. So there's history of substance abuse, alcohol abuse. So I can believe that that would be something she would do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that doesn't bother me. Like that is weird.
It is weird.
And it's indicative that she was not in her right mind. But that does not explain what happened to her 12 hours later.
Yeah.
Or later.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And so, but that shows you this text being from the day before, and then her dad not hearing from her when he was supposed to go to dinner, why he escalated things so quickly to say, "Okay, you need to report her
that
missing."
makes sense. Yes.
And in speaking to her therapist said that she had been worried for Phoebe on the days leading up because Phoebe had expressed suicidal ideations. Natalie, Phoebe's mother, talks about how much of a fighter spirit Phoebe had all the way up until her last breath. I mean, she was crawling around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie questions how someone in an altered state of mind, as they are claiming of Phoebe, how could she have gotten herself in that small hole? Surely it would have taken more skill than a delusional person would have been capable of.
Mm-hmm.
She questions why anybody would do that to themselves, like we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would that be the choice?
Yeah.
Natalie and Lorne, Phoebe's grandfather, and Lorne, he was a ex-detective for the Victorian detective. Yeah. They both kept investigating vigorously, gathering CCTV footage and everything that they possibly could think of. They also filed an appeal to have it reinvestigated. Like I said earlier, they were doing everything they could to...
That poor family.
Yeah.
I just cannot imagine the police doing nothing, and then you're just like...
And you would think, being the family of an ex-detective...
Right, that there's some kind of like, I have your back.
Right, but nothing.
Wow.
Her mother and her family had a group of experts put their skills together and recreate the scenario. Lauren had built a replica of the wall in her house with the garbage chute built in. Same measurements and everything. They videoed the reenactment as they had one of Phoebe's female friends about the same size as of Phoebe. She was climbing into the mock garbage chute door, and it proved rather difficult. For one, the door didn't open wide, just enough to get a bag of garbage in it. It reminded me of like a postal service mailbox where it just opens halfway.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
And like the other thing is, how high up off the ground was it?
Yeah.
And could she even have hoisted herself up there?
That's exactly what. So I'll try to find the link to the video. I think I've already saved it, but there's the video of her doing this, reenacting it. And so it's up off the ground, and she does have to climb. So she almost had to turn into a contortionist, really, and twist her body around. She's bracing herself on one part of the wall and holding the other wall, and just
how brave to volunteer to reenact that, knowing that that's how your friend went out.
Exactly. It's got to be so uncomfortable. Oh. So she gets through the opening, and once she got most of her body into the chute, before her head went in, she was really having a hard time breathing because she just felt squished. Mm-hmm. And it's not like she could go with her arms to her side to be able for her shoulders to fit. She had to lift her arms up over her head. And so that means as you're going down, the door is heavy and it's going to be flopping on your hands, like pinching your fingers. So if you're in this delusional state, how are you doing all of this?
Right. Now I'm thinking of Elisa Lam.
I don't think I've heard that one.
The one who was found in the water tower at the Cecil Hotel.
Oh, yes.
So now I'm thinking that, because I feel like she was having a psychotic episode.
Oh.
And made her way out there. So I don't want to play too much of a devil's advocate, but I can see how someone would go, I could fit in there. Like when I was in high school, we had this big cardboard tube that art supplies came in. I don't know, it was canvas or what it was that came in there, but I was like, I could fit in there. And the sad thing is I wasn't on anything. I was high on life.
Yeah.
But I can see, I think I can see where someone might be deluded enough to put themselves in there.
Okay. Oh, and
I don't think she did. I'm just saying that I could maybe see that now that I'm thinking of Elisa Lam.
To your point, Candace, 60 Minutes interviewed a sleep physician, Dr. Anouk Desai, and he says, given her toxicology report, Phoebe was either incapacitated or her ability to get into the chute was enhanced by a delusional determination.
Right.
He says it's impossible really to determine in this case.
Either one.
Right.
Okay. So I'm thinking now of the sleeping pill. I don't know about that drug. I'm not familiar with it.
Right.
I know, of course, other sleeping pills have ingredients in them that have relaxants.
Right.
So I don't know about this one that's got some kind of stimulant in it.
It seems.
Which seems not a stimulant, but whatever ingredient that is that makes you feel delusional. Or hallucinate,
right?
Because that's what I experienced on Ambien was hallucinations.
Okay,
that scared the crap out of me. By the way,
yeah, that is scary.
I took it once and never again. But I'm thinking, like, what was the ingredient in there? Was there a relaxant component? I mean, you think sleeping pills, but there's certain drugs that affect people in different ways.
Well, and that's the thing. Like it's a medication that you're putting in your body it's changing your
brain chemistry.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
it's playing on certain receptors.
Exactly.
And it's being uptaken or disposed of by your brain in certain ways. So it is hard to know. And that's why, like, some people are on Ambien and they go to sleep and they sleep and they sleep soundly. And I thought that I was a unicorn somebody.
That's so crazy.
But it just, when you talk about this sleep doctor or the scientist that's saying, like, it's impossible to know whether she was deluded or incapacitated.
Right.
That's really interesting that you say that, because now I'm thinking about the toxicology, the alcohol with the medication.
Yeah, it was a lot. And so, like, you just can't tell.
Well, and alcohol is a downer. The sleep medication is supposed to be.
Should be. But it's already said that she had these.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, gonna go down a rabbit hole when we get done with this.
It is a rabbit hole.
Oh, poor Phoebe.
I know. So also they had come to learn that Phoebe had an unknown phone number written on a piece of paper in her pocket of her jeans that she was wearing that day. But they didn't know this until like 7 months later.
The jeans that were pulled down around her ankles?
Yeah.
What?
It was only talked about 7 months later. And when they're researching this phone number, they call this number and it led nowhere. I mean, this was in 2010. I don't know why we wouldn't have phone records to this phone number. There had to have been a way to find out who this was.
Right.
But there was no answer. It was like
it wasn't.
It wasn't a number. It didn't go anywhere.
Did she write this down?
Yeah.
This series of numbers.
Okay.
In her
So
delusion.
I also heard that on the bed, there were written notes that just didn't mean anything.
Phoebe.
I know.
What happened to you?
I know. So with the reinvestigation, it was awarded to give another investigation. Another person came in to assist the coroner in the reinvestigation. And he says, look, there's something not right here. This needs to be changed to undetermined death.
Yeah, at least.
But the coroner, he overrides that and he says he's keeping it as tragic death.
I hate when they double down because your profession, you chose that profession to speak for the dead. And if you could possibly be wrong,
right?
If everyone's seeing something that you don't see,
where's the justice?
The arrogance.
Yeah.
I just think it's like, no. I determined that and I'm not looking into it any further.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So Anthony, he moved on with his life.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Just like the Taco Bell order. I'm assuming it was Taco Bell because
it was a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay. Well, Taco Bell, Chinese, tomato.
He ended up getting married, but that ended in divorce.
No.
He would actually have tragedy strike again, Candace.
What?
8 years later, in June of 2018, his new girlfriend was Baillee Schneider. She was 25 years old and a model and studying to become a clinical esthetician. That was hard to say. She went out to a house party. It was one of Anthony's friends' houses, but Anthony was not going to be there that night, but she went anyway.
Okay.
She arrived home. I heard it was like 8 o'clock in the morning when she got home at her parents' house where she lived. Her parents say that the last time that they saw her, she was on the phone having an argument with her boyfriend, Anthony. She told her mom that she had just broken up with him. He's 51 at this time.
What?
And Bailey's 25.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't guess I said that earlier. He was like in his 40s when he was dating 24-year-old.
No such of the thing.
I am so sorry. Yeah, he was in his 40s and when he was dating Phoebe when she was 24.
I mean, maybe you said it. And I mean, I'm going to edit this episode and maybe you will have said it and I wasn't listening.
I know I meant to, but I don't think I did.
Oh.
So her parents, she gets home, she talks to them, she says, okay, we just broke up. Her parents are like, well, just relax, stay home today. We're going to go run errands. We'll be right back.
Don't run errands.
And when they arrived home, I don't know how much later, they found Baillee dead on the kitchen floor with a cord around her neck.
No.
And it's not like she was able to hang herself. There was
nothing
obvious for her to wrap this rope on.
Yes.
It was just around her neck and she was laying on the floor. It would have been more obvious to conclude strangulation. But
do not say. Don't you say.
Okay.
Don't.
So should I just say
you're going to say that they concluded it was a suicide, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, the coroner, he ruled this a suicide, self-inflicted asphyxiation.
Okay. I just listened to an episode of Body Bags with Joseph Scott Morgan,
okay,
my boyfriend in science.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know, but we are boyfriend and girlfriend. He was talking about a situation like this.
Okay.
Where someone was found with a cord around their neck and it was presumed, suggested to be a suicide. The thing is, he explains that when someone is strangling themselves, if this were the case, once they lose consciousness, they release.
Yeah.
And so then they gain consciousness back. It is very difficult to just pull a cord and strangle yourself without having some kind of
force,
anchor
right.
or fail safe. Like we said, this idea that this is going to work. I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I want to die and I'm going to die by these means and this is going to work for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a bunch of pills. I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to die.
Right.
This is unconscionable.
Yeah.
This is...
It doesn't work.
Where's my cigarette? Where is my fake cigarette? I need to keep it right here in this little groove on the wall.
As decoration, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the investigation was much like the one in Phoebe's case. They weren't concerned with collecting any evidence like phone data and such.
And they didn't say Anthony, last name, has previously had a dead girlfriend.
Well, if they didn't say that, there was plenty of news reports saying that something wasn't right there.
Oh, I'm furious.
Yeah, the news was definitely like, wait a second, didn't this
guy again?
A toxicology report showed Baillee had 3 times the legal driving alcohol limit, and traces of cocaine in her bloodstream at the time of her death. Her parents found a 1/2 to 3/4 finished bottle of red wine when they discovered her daughter's body.
Okay. That's me on a Friday night. Get over it. And...
it was 8:00 in the morning, but maybe that was her lifestyle. I don't know.
Do we have reports that was her lifestyle?
No, I didn't get into the weeds on her story.
No, this is too much. This is too coincidental. I'm sorry.
And so much like Phoebe's case, in December of 2019, Bailey's case was reclassified and went into some kind of reinvestigation, but I don't see that there was any real answer.
What?
Yeah, I think it was just left as suicide. I haven't seen anything different where it was really reinvestigated.
It always amazes me when these grown people with badges and credentials go, this was a suicide. Where's the common sense?
I know. And I even looked to see if it was the same coroner.
Minimum.
I couldn't tell if it was the same coroner that made these decisions, but it's not justice, I'll tell you that. Could you imagine having 2 important people in your life die 8 years apart, seemingly under similar circumstances?
That's too much.
Yeah. I will say in my research in Phoebe's case, I came across a news video of a woman in the US of A. She said she accidentally threw her phone in the garbage chute with the trash bag when she threw the trash bag out. When she realized it, she reached in. Well, she was wearing flip-flops and she slipped and went in.
Okay, but that's face first.
Face first, exactly.
That would have been more believable.
Yeah. And you can't say she went face first because of the damage to her feet, to Phoebe's feet. So in this case, this lady in the United States, the compacted trash kept her from going all the way down, and she actually got stuck in the chute.
Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah. Her feet were actually sticking out of the doorway of the chute where you insert the trash, you know?
That is terrifying.
Her friend actually, I don't know if her friend was there. Obviously, she had to have been because her friend called for help and they got her out.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Now, I'm not sure the difference in size of this girl in the United States versus Phoebe, the size of the garbage chute, all that. But even if you, like, you can Google, like, quote, fell in garbage chute. And there are so many stories of people falling in the garbage chute.
Yeah.
But most of them are head first.
Yes. That would be the easiest way to get in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're in a delusional state, you're going with the flow, so to speak. And you wouldn't be thinking in your head, I bet I could get in there feet first.
Right.
Like you would just be like, I think I can get in there. And then you would just dive in there.
Yeah. I mean,
there's not like a whole lot of critical thinking going on.
You would, yeah. That seems the most
I mean, with
logical.
The numbers that didn't lead anywhere, which I think maybe she wrote down in like all the weird notes.
Yeah.
There's clearly not sense being made of things. Do we know his whereabouts?
Today?
The day she left. So he wasn't there when the alarm went off. Do we know his whereabouts? Like, did he come home for any period of time?
No. There's nothing that
they
suggests...
They probably didn't look into that.
Right, exactly.
He could have very well come back.
He could have, yeah. I mean, did his little scanner fob thing clock him in?
Yeah, we don't have that data, right?
That's the only thing. That's how they knew when he came to the apartment. Whenever I said he came home at 6:09, because that fob scanned him in at 6:09. So I think if they saw any other scans from his fob, maybe they would have reported on that. I don't know.
You know, I wouldn't put it past him to have known she was taking that medication, known how it affected her, and emailed her and said, hey, think you can fit in the trash chute?
The emails, because there were no emails to see.
And encouraged her to do something that she may not have done on her own.
Yeah.
Or played on her vulnerability, knowing that she was in a vulnerable state.
That's one reason I want to know who was the last person in the utility room before she was found and what time that was. Because if Anthony come home at 6:09 and she's found at 7, I can't remember, a little after 7.
Right.
That was a whole hour.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe he came home and she was not in her right mind and he started verbally abusing her like she said he did. Allegedly. This is one of those allegedly because now what's interesting to me, remember I told you at the beginning of all of this that his dad was a Supreme Court judge.
Oh,
and his stepmom,
can't forget about that.
Yeah, his stepmother was a county court judge. So, take that as you will.
I will take it as I will, and I will take it as I will. I'll take it for what it is. And that's sus.
It is very sus. Mind-boggling, y'all.
I have not heard this case.
Okay.
I haven't heard it.
I think the Morbid podcast actually has a two-parter episode or case that they did on this. So I think it's more in depth. I did not listen to it. I wish I had time to, and I did not. So if you want to know more about it or want to take more of a deeper dive, I think you should go listen to that. Maybe they can help you have a different conclusion or of what I've given you.
Interesting.
So
I will go listen to that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
if I have time. I love listening to podcasts, and then I'll turn it on, and then I'm like, oh, I have to call some clients, and I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I can't.
Pause.
I know.
All the time.
I know. So, but I do want to listen to that, and you have told a visual story because I feel like I'm in that apartment. I feel like I can see everything.
Yeah. And there, in other reports, they mentioned also, like, you got to think of going back to the reenactment.
Yes.
She touched all over the wall. Like, there has to be fingerprints. Who opened the garbage chute door? And I mean, of course, it's their apartment.
Who did?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
Right. So anyway.
Okay. Something else I would have done if I was the investigators, which they didn't even take her freaking temperature. Of course, they didn't do this. I would have surveyed all of the residents in that used that particular chute, saying, when did you dispose? About ballpark, when did you dispose? And then I would couple that with the blood deposition.
Yeah.
That could have helped create a timeline.
Absolutely.
Well, I threw my bag out at 6:30 and then her blood's on top of that.
Right.
So
yeah, it could have been so
that's
much.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Elementary 101.
Well, Candace, they didn't ask us, so
I need to be out on those streets solving these cases.
I think so. Why aren't you? Get your booty out there.
I am furious. This is literally Ellen Greenberg.
Yes.
When I think of Ellen Greenberg, may she rest in peace, I get so enraged at how that case was poo-pooed on. Just handled.
Not just once.
Multiple, doubling down over the years.
Yeah.
And her poor parents.
I know.
So we all do it. We say, oh, she was on drugs. She was drinking. I don't care. No. That does not bother me. It does not affect me. Is it related to her death? That's the question we need to be asking. And those are the connections we need to be making, not just casting it aside because of her blood alcohol content and her toxicology. Like her, what else was in her system?
I want y'all to see the video of the reenactment, because when you see that there's no way.
We're going to post it.
Yeah.
We're going to post it. Oh, I feel claustrophobic. Like I feel like I can't breathe really. I'm so sad for these two women.
Yeah.
I
mean, and if you think about also the similarities to them, is they both were trying to break up with him.
Exactly. Cocaine though?
Yeah.
Like that's a stimulant.
She had just started working, and I didn't say this about Baillee. She did just start working at a strip club at a second job. And her mom did say that Baillee had been acting differently ever since she met Anthony, which I believe, I want to say she met him there.
Probably.
Somewhere. I don't know. But too many similarities, 8 years apart.
Okay. Another case of, she was a stripper. Right. Let's just, I don't care.
No. And she was working.
We don't know why she was doing that either. Like some people do that out of desperation for money. We don't know.
But she was working on her, to be an esthetician.
Okay. So maybe she was trying to get some money,
to pay her school.
I had a friend once. I met this girl that was a friend of hers, and she was a stripper. She was in law school. And her parents, she did not come from money. There was no way she could have afforded it. And she was paying her way through law school stripping.
No, I have a friend who, she's with the Christian organization, and she goes to strip clubs and talks to the dancers there and makes sure that they're safe and they're good. And a lot of them are women putting themselves through law school.
Yeah.
Or some kind of professional schooling.
And That's the thing. And especially in this economy, are you kidding me? People can hardly pay their rent, let alone fund their education to have a better career and a better life for themselves. Wow. When people discount people for something that they don't agree with, it's a slippery slope, because then we lose sight of the things that matter.
I don't agree with it, but they're still people, and I still love them. And just because they do that doesn't mean that they deserve.
Lena, you would look great in some booby tassels. I've got to say. I just really wanted to see what she was going to say after that.
Oh, well. Oh, my face is a little red.
It's not your style, but
it's not.
To each his own. Whatever blows your skirt up. As long as you're safe and you're not hurting other people, I always say. I am furious. It hurts my heart that these poor women that had families that were so loved and cherished, that they found themselves in a place that was a transition, or maybe Phoebe was stuck. Yeah. She was stuck in a cycle.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're gone, and suddenly they don't matter anymore. I can't accept that.
No.
Ugh. Oh, that hurts. It hurts.
I'm sorry I couldn't give you something more uplifting.
The important thing is that you told their stories, and that we don't believe that they would have entirely done that to themselves. I don't believe Baillee could have killed herself that way.
Right.
Or would have done it. I think it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
I can see where maybe Phoebe was in a delusional state, but like you said, he was home. He was home from 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could have happened. He could have encouraged her to do that.
Yeah. Right.
He could have pushed her buttons. He knew how to push her buttons. She tried to break up with him multiple times, and he knew how to reel her back in. He had done it multiple times.
Right.
He'd been with her long enough to know how to manipulate her.
Yeah. And, her family on the 60 Minutes episode, the interviewer had asked, who do you think? Because they ask, do you think she was killed by someone? And they say yes. Well, who do you think did it? And they just say, I don't know, because I think they're trying to be careful on accusing. Mm-hmm. And they have to know.
Yeah.
They have to know.
I'm also thinking about an apartment and how loud, like when someone walks by your door or someone's just in the hallway. Was this like an open apartment, like a breezeway, or was it a contained building?
It was a building, like a high-rise building. So she lived 12 floors up.
Okay. So we lived on the 5th floor, which was the highest floor in Mount Pleasant. You went there.
Yeah.
You've been to there. I loved that apartment.
Yeah.
But just somebody coming off the elevator made a racket.
Right.
Especially because it was in a building, because it was
so
echoing. So you have to think like someone fiddling with the garbage chute such that they were trying to get themselves in there.
Yeah. Like what the heck is going on in there?
That would have made a racket.
Yeah. I mean, were the neighbors questioned? It's so maddening.
Oh my gosh. And that's the thing. We always say this. You cannot go back.
Nope.
You can't go back. You've got one shot.
Yeah.
In those minutes, those hours to investigate.
I mean, it's just your job. Like, do your job. I care about these people.
I'm agonized. I'm in agony. I am agonized by your story.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for telling their stories, because I have never heard of it, and now I'm just another person that's with the family on this, with the families.
Yeah.
Because there are
and if
two victims here.
Even though her story has been told several times, like you said, you haven't heard it. There's so many people
There's still so many people that may have never heard this.
We've got to keep talking about them.
Yeah. Well, that was great. Let's do it again sometime.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to Cousins on Crime. If you're enjoying the show, please rate and review wherever you listen, and consider joining our Patreon for bonus episodes every month.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for case photos and to stay up to date with the latest C-on-C news. If you have a case suggestion or just want to tell us how cool we are, email us at cousinsoncrime@gmail.com.